Hello, Brookside families. It's Mrs. Delaney here, your new assistant principal. I miss you so much. Mr. Crouch and I have been talking about how to help you every day. We love you. We can't wait to see you again. One of the things that we came up with was doing some community activities as a whole community at Brookside. And the idea that we decided to go with is that on Fridays, we're going to go on virtual field trips together as an entire school. So the first one for today is going to be a virtual field trip to the Great Wall of China. So let me show you what this looks like and how to walk through it. Okay, so Mr. Crouch is going to send you an email. And in that email, you're going to get a link to a Google folder, okay? And in the Google folder, I created some documents that are going to help people go through the field trip, and I numbered them in order of how we'll use them. So the first place you want to click when you get to this, when you get to this folder is document number 1. It's called Great Wall Field Trip Plan. So that will open up, and you'll see that it's kind of like a before, during, and after the field trip of activities. Much like what we would do in school, where we would talk about the place we're going before, we'd have some way to track our knowledge as we're going through the field trip, if we were on site, and then we do something with the information after the field trip. So it's designed in that same manner as if we were going on the field trip with our teachers. And everything here is in English as well as Spanish, so that our Spanish-speaking families can access and explore right along with us. So what you'll notice is we have before the field trip, and on the left-hand side we'll just have little questions for you to think about. And then in the center here, it will give you some type of detail or assign you to do some kind of task. And in this case, it says, fill out the before section of this graphic organizer first. And I have the links there for you. If for some reason the link doesn't work when you click on it, it should work when you click on it. It'll pop up and then the whole thing will open for you. But just in case that doesn't work for whatever reason, you could always go back to the folder and just go to number 2. They all align with what you'll see on the field trip plan. So once that number 2 opens, this is going to be the document that students use to go through the field trip and track what they're learning. So here I have something to think about before we go on the trip, then we'll go on the trip, and then after the trip there'll be some more questions, and then a place for you to draw a picture based on the little blurb that I have here, and then you'll be able to rate. And again, if you scroll down, that's also in Spanish. And the thing about this is if you don't have a printer, or you just are printing a lot of things, you want to save your ink, that's fine. You can just recreate this on a piece of paper, no problem. The idea is that you're thinking critically about the lesson, and it doesn't matter if you print this out. You can just use this as a guide if you don't have a printer. And then once you fill that section of the before the field trip guide out, then you'll move on to document number 3, where I have some maps and facts about the Great Wall of China for you, so that you can familiarize yourself with it, where it is in the globe and how long it is. And then there's a little bit of background reading, so you can learn about the Great Wall of China before you go exploring. This is divided into 3 sections, grades K through 3, where some students may be able to read it, but some students may not, and especially in kindergarten. And but it's written where the parents can definitely read that information to their child. And then grades 4 and 5, a little bit more advanced, and then also the same information in Spanish. Then we're ready to actually go on the field trip. So the during the field trip section has all the different videos and photos that you're going to use to explore the Great Wall. And whenever you see where it says 360-degree video, that is really cool, because once you get to the YouTube website, you can actually click and hold your mouse and drag it around and see all around the helicopter that's taking the video, and it's really cool. And then I have some cool little extra interesting facts for you, some cool unique photos. And then I have the after the field trip section. So when you get here, again, it'll take you back to document number 2, where you'll fill out the after section and the bottom of this learning document to track your learning, and also put your opinions down about what you thought about the Great Wall of China. And then there is a discussion guide, and that's document number 5. And in the discussion guide, it provides you with a resource of how to have a critical thinking discussion with somebody else who has also gone on the field trip. So you could have that conversation with a family member in your home. You could have that conversation with a classmate, a teacher. You can have that. This is public. I made it public. So the link to the document that has all of these, the link to the folder that has all these documents for the field trip in it, you can send it to any one of your relatives. They could live in California and they can go on the field trip with you together. So you call up the person that you want to discuss your field trip with, and I have some guiding questions here to guide your conversation. And then the last piece is the bonus challenges. So document number 6 has some fun activities that you could display your learning to us in various ways. And if you choose to do any of these activities, you can send them to Mr. Crouch or to myself or both of us, so that we can see which activities you chose to do, and also maybe we can share it with the entire community. And I think that that would be really fun for all of us to do together. So if there's any questions, you can always email me or Mr. Crouch, but I think that I try to make it as self-explanatory as possible as you go through the document, but there may have been something that I missed. Just give me a holler. I'll get back to you. I really do miss you guys, as I said at the beginning of the video. I really feel like I'm starting to become a part of the Brookside family community, and we're doing everything we can to support you and your parents and the entire community of Norwalk. So thank you so much for being so wonderful and patient. Keep reading, keep doing your math. Your teachers are working hard for you, and we miss you, miss you, miss you. Have a great weekend and enjoy the field trip. Bye.